This site to me, because of the heritage trees and just the size of it and the scale, you know, I always thought that what an incredible place to have a community orchard. And just in the last few years, we've had lots of discussions with the City of Vancouver about changing this unused site, which has been unused for the last 40 or 50 years, to create this incredible community amenity.
I'm just excited there's going to be more fruit trees because we need more fruit available in the city.
We are on the historical site of Richard and Marie Copley. They had a whole ranch here, starting here on Copley, going across the Nanaimo to the other side of Copley. In the early 1900s they arrived, and they had an orchard here as well as other farming practices. And now 100 years later we're putting a community orchard here.
I'd like to ask you a question. What kind of fruit are you excited about eating?
Gooseberries and currants!
Whoa, what about you?
Raspberries and blackberries.
Woohoo! What about you?
Me, I suppose the apples, yeah. I guess it would be the apples for me, yeah.
I'm a big fan of apples, so apple pies, apple crumbles, just raw apples, candy apples.
Apples?
It has to be the apple. There's just the diversity and the different flavors and textures and you know, over 2,000 or 3,000 varieties of apple. It's unbelievable.
And how about you? What's your favorite fruit that's going in?
I'm excited about the cherries. I'm a big fan of the cherries. And there's so many different types that we're planting here today.
Mostly a berry girl. I love berries. I'm excited about the raspberry bushes. I love the cherries.
Cherry trees, yes. We've got 3 cherry trees coming in along here. And a lovely group effort.
Cherry.
Well, I really like cherries. There's a lot of cherry trees going in. So that's definitely a big draw for me. And then the community building that goes with it as well is really good.
It's got to be the plums. I'm pretty excited about the plums. When they finally fruit, I think I'm going to make some plum jam.
What would be plums? I'm quite fond of plums.
The figs. I'm very excited about the figs.
My favorite fruit to consume in the community would have to be a mulberry. I've been known to climb up into the mulberry trees and cover my hands in mulberry juice and fill my belly.
It's really hard to say. I mean, cherries, berries, peaches, apples. All my favorite fruits.
Moving some of our food to perennial sources is an amazing way to work with the land and actually leave the land more healthy than when you found it.
Did you know that that's what we're planting here is a bunch of fruit trees so that everyone can pick them?
Yeah, what kinds are there?
There's all different kinds. There's going to be all kinds of berries and all kinds of fruits.
Well, I hope there's raspberries. Me too. And I hope there's like all kinds of fruits. I like raspberries.
What I was actually interested in about the project is the way that we're so disconnected from our food and from each other, and I feel like there's this idea that we need to move to the country or go to the country to experience that, and I don't think that's true.
Just to meet some friends. It's actually one of my friend and I, it's our date, our monthly date. Aww. So yeah.
My daughter goes to school with some of the children that's here. Where I was driving by and they stopped over and I started helping out.
It's great to see the community out and about and everybody getting their hands dirty and knowing that they are the ones who are responsible for feeding themselves, their family, and their community. Hopefully we can get a lot more of it.
A bunch of us within, I don't know, a few kilometers from the site got a letter put in our mailbox, including me, that said, hey, this project is starting and we're looking for community
involvement, and there were a bunch of us that signed up.
I live right across the street from the orchard, and it's been an empty green space for a long time, which was okay. But there were different ideas out there, and this came up. Sounds great to me, so I want to make sure I was involved with it.
We don't want to have to go to the Okanagan for fruit, and you know, if you can just walk to your orchard, that's a great thing, I think. I live close by.
And we've got all these wonderful green spaces. Why don't we use them? It's really important to do that. Yeah, I hope this will be a good education facility too for teaching people about growing their own food.
It's in the neighborhood. That's excitement. It's good to see community involvement. I'll be here for a few years anyway, so maybe I'll get an apple out of it eventually.